Hi, my name is Joseph, and I am talking to you about this once in a generation storm that has hit us um, here in the US and possibly other countries are affected too. This YouTube channel, you're going to be talking about news, about studying, about lifestyle, about immigration, and many other topics, relationships. So hopefully this will be a good channel for you. So join us and join the channel if you can by clicking down below. And now today I'm giving you some news and especially talking about not only this big storm, but 10 things that you can do, that you can know to help you get through this storm and also through the winter and, and be able to save some money if you don't have some of these things. So hopefully this will be a good opportunity for you to understand some new things that might help you through the winter and to save money. Many of us have gotten ice, sleet, snow in the last couple of days, and this is one of the biggest storms that we've had in many years, especially around this uh, holiday Christmas season. So I hope that you will share with us how many inches of snow, or how much sleet, or whether you've had any power outages. Hopefully you haven't, but share with us down below in the comments about what you are experiencing in your state and your area. Just let us know where you live, what state, what you've experienced. So look forward to hearing how you've experienced it. And as I said, this is one of the coldest Christmases in 40 years. They're calling it an Arctic blast, and it's brought temperatures to some areas as far as -40 and some people even to -50. And there was 5,000 flights canceled over the last couple of days, and hopefully yours was not canceled. But if yours was, and you're sitting at the airport waiting to try to get somewhere, please let us know where you are and how this has affected you in your travels. Hopefully you don't have this much snow where you're going, but some cabins in the mountains do get snow up over the rooftop. As you can see here, this area had, it looks like somewhere, if you look on top of the roof there, somewhere around 2 to 3 feet of snow. And then it blew in around the cabin. And so they're kind of like um, wintered in. One time when I was growing up, we had a similar experience. We got about 8 to 10 inches of snow on one day. And then the next night, a strong wind picked up, and we had a stretch from where we lived, and we could see directly the highway, which was about 2 miles away. And all the snow from the fields between us and the highway were all blown to our house and then stacked up in front of our house. So that 10 inches turned into several feet of snow. And it was so bad that the next day, when the snowplow came down our street to try to plow the snow away, the snowplow got stuck at the end of our driveway. And we had to um, shovel all that snow. They brought an end loader in actually to take the snow from around the snowplow, and then they pulled the snowplow out. So we had to reshovel part of our driveway where the end loader was loading all the snow, tried to get it around, not on our driveway, but of course some fell on our driveway. It was so much snow. And we had snow for the next couple of months, and it never really totally melted until the springtime from that snow. So we had snow actually up to the bottom of our roof, and we had big piles of snow that were fun to play in. We built forts, we threw a lot of snowballs, and we just had a lot of fun over the next couple of weeks after that big snow. I was a kid, so I really enjoyed it. I'm not sure that my parents enjoyed it so much, but um, at least we helped. My brother and I helped my dad shovel the snow and get it off the driveway and sidewalk, and had big stacks of snow around our place. So that was one memorable experience about lots of snow when I was a kid. Hopefully, you have not experienced a blackout or a power outage, but I know that a number of people across some states, because of the ice or the wind, have had their power knocked out. So hopefully, you have it back now if it's been knocked out, but if not, hopefully, you'll get it back soon. And also, we just wanted to ask you about inflation in your state or your area, your country. Just let us know where you live and what the inflation's been like over the last year. And now I'm going to give you some ways that you can save money. And we've put some Spanish um, words below some of these so that those who speak Spanish would be able to enjoy that, but it's just for their reference. So one of the things when you're in a winter area, especially if you have moved from a warmer climate to the cold winter, you need to learn how to dress properly and really have the right types of clothing to stay warm. If you are um, going out in the cold weather, you're going to be out there all day, like the guy on the right here is skiing, and he's spending some time in the mountains, then you want to dress with a number of layers, maybe 2 to 3 layers of uh, long, what we would call long johns or long underwear, or some kind of a cotton long sleeve shirt and cotton long legged long johns, and then have possibly 2 to 3 pairs of socks on, warm socks that are cotton or wool or a combination thereof to help keep your feet warm and to keep your body warm. And then you'd want to have, you can see he has a coat. The coat is most likely a down coat, down lining, which down is like feathers that are inside of the coat that really help you keep warm. And then the outer shell of the coat would be waterproof, so that if he falls in the snow, it doesn't get wet inside his other layers of clothes. An important thing to wear, especially if it's very cold out, especially if you've experienced anything below zero, make sure you wear a hat of some type to keep your head warm, because a lot of heat escapes out of the top of your head. So here we show some people might wear as many as 10 pieces of clothing when they go out because they're afraid of the cold. But really, if you just have 3 or 4, you're not going to be out very long. You're just going from your house to the car, or your car to your office, or to a grocery store, or some kind of a store or something. You really just need to have some long johns, to have a normal long sleeve shirt, long pants, long underwear, and then to have a good jacket that has a nice lining and has some kind of waterproof cover on it, so it will help you to keep warm. And then to have a stocking cap or a good hood like this jacket has that can help keep the wind out and keep your head warm. Another thing that it's good to have in this time of year when it's really cold is to have a good thermos. There are thermoses or mugs that are called double-walled thermoses or double-walled mugs. These can be very helpful in keeping your hot coffee or hot tea or some kind of a hot chocolate that you might be drinking warmer for longer, so that you can enjoy it and it will stay hot. Also, you can use the same type of a thing. Some of these thermals can be used to help in cooking. Here are 2 types. On the left, we have the smaller one, which you can put like, you can start to cook, you can start to boil some beans, and then you can pour that hot water with the beans into the thermal and close it up tight, and then it will continue to cook in there. And then later the beans will be nice and soft and ready to either add to some soup or to just eat the way that you made it. And then on the right, we have a thermal cooking pot, which you can put this part of the pot that comes out of the thermal liner on the stove. You can add like beans or meat or different types of things that you want to cook. You can bring it up to a boil. Then you can take that pot and put it inside of the thermal and then close it all up. And then it will continue to cook in there. This is a really good way to cook beans, to really let them get soft and really cook, or to make chili or something like that. It will help you once you get the main ingredients in the pot, get them heated up, and get them boiling. Then you can put it in this thermal to let it stay really hot and keep cooking. So if you haven't seen one of those, look around. They're very useful. Another thing you can do is to save money around the house. Like an average American home has about 40 light bulbs. And if you gradually replace or all at once replace all those light bulbs with LED light bulbs, you can save on an average of about $300 a year on your energy costs. And this is if you have incandescent bulbs. So by replacing those old incandescent bulbs and starting to buy the LED bulbs, it can really save a lot of energy. As you see here on the left, a 75-watt incandescent bulb is really replaced with the LED. You're only really using 12 watts to replace the 75-watt incandescent bulb. So it uses a lot less energy. And also, as you see here, the estimated cost for one whole year of using that light bulb is about $1.25. So it saves a lot of money for your energy bill. And also these bulbs will last a long time, 20 to 25 years and 25,000 hours of output. So the light bulb itself will last a long time. They're a little bit more expensive than an incandescent bulb, but they save you money in the long run and they last a long time. So if you haven't invested in those yet, you may want to change out all your light bulbs to LEDs over either right away or over time. Another thing you may want to consider is a power bank. I don't know if you've used one of these, but a power bank is something that you charge up. It's sort of like a battery, but you can use it to travel with you, and you can plug in your cell phone, or you can plug in other USB devices to use the power from the power bank. So it's a nice way to have a backup in case you're traveling and your cell phone may get low on power, and this way you'll make sure that you can still use your cell phone. Then on the right here, we have the rechargeable batteries. This is showing the charger, and if you buy batteries and then recharge them, by rechargeable batteries, in the long run, you save a lot of money. So check into the rechargeable type of batteries. They're a little bit more expensive, but then you can basically stop buying batteries for many years, because you can just recharge the batteries you have, and that will save you money and also save us from having to put so much into the landfills. And nowadays, they are also making the power into these little solar power backups. So similar to the power bank, this is a solar power bank. And this one also has built in, as you can see, a flashlight. So you can use it as a flashlight also if you need a flashlight when you're traveling. So These are just charged up from the sun, so they're even better than the other ones. So if you see those, you may want to consider getting one of those. Also nowadays, there are many types of power generators in case you would have a blackout or lose power in your house or your area. Now they have some that are solar, so they have a generator is actually a big battery, and the solar panels will charge it up, and then you can use the power to run different appliances in your house. You'll have to check the amount of voltage for different appliances you may have. If you want to run a bigger appliance like your refrigerator or freezer, then you'll need a higher voltage. So make sure that you get one that's above what you are required for those. Also, you can use a power generator that is uses gasoline or uses propane. And we actually have one that is a combination. You can buy now that you can use either gasoline or propane, whichever you have available. And we had a storm that took our power out a couple months ago, and we were able to use that, and it really was helpful to keep our fridge cold and to give us be able to charge our cell phones and laptops and things like that while the power was out, so we could still use those. So check out the power generators. Another thing that can come in useful in the winter is a warming pad. And as you see here on the left, this warming pad is one that goes around your neck, and it will help you keep warm. And you can also plug it into like the power, plug the USB from this into the power, the little power bank, or into another USB outlet to charge it or to help it keep warm. But if you're traveling, the power bank really comes in handy to keep this going and to keep yourself warm. Also on the right here, you can find it's like a little packet that there's a chemical inside that when you open the packet or basically remove some part of the packet, so then it starts the chemicals to work. It will heat up the packet, and you can stick it to your inside of your clothes or something like that. You don't want to put it immediately against your skin because it's very, very hot when you first do it. So you might want to have it on top of some of your clothes to start out. Gradually, it lasts anywhere from 6 to 10 hours, depending on how you use it and how cold the area is that you're using it. So it might be good to have some of those tucked away in your car in case you'd ever get stranded somewhere and you need to get warm. Also, we have found that small heaters, either ceramic or infrared, are very helpful to have around the house in the wintertime. They can heat up a smaller area. Maybe if you're just going to be working in one room or staying mostly in one room, then you can just, instead of heating the whole house to 70 or 72 degrees or whatever you might set your house at, you could set your house at 60, and then you could use the ceramic heater or the infrared heater in the room that you're living in mostly. Like if you're in your office most of the day, you could just put that in there and warm up the room a little bit with the ceramic to get it up to the temperature that you want. The one thing to be careful about on these is that they can cause the humidity to drop lower than you might want. It's best to keep the humidity in your home somewhere between 40 to 50%. If it gets below that, you may want to have a humidifier or something to help keep the moisture in your house, and it's better for your health. Also, by using these and keeping your temperature lower, you will save some energy and some of the cost off your power bill, having your power bill lower. Also, adding insulation to your house in different ways. One of the ways is through the windows is one of the places where your energy is lost a lot. So if you buy some of these 100% blackout curtains that are thermal curtains, they can really help save energy in the winter. So if you put them over the window and close the window, close the drape, then it can really help keep the heat out, keep the heat in the wintertime, and in the summertime, keep the heat out. So it may save you anywhere from 10 to 25% of your um, energy costs by having some of those on some of your windows. And also, if you happen to work third shift and you have to sleep during the day, these blackout curtains really help a lot because it will really get your bedroom dark. And then you can sleep better in the day if you're a third shift worker. Also, insulating other parts of your house, adding insulation in your attic, in your floors, in your crawl spaces, under your floor, or in someplace around the basement to keep the unwintered air that leaks in around your house out. This can also help to save up to 20% of your heating and cooling costs. So check this out if you find that you have a lot of cool air sipping in different parts of your house, then you could add some insulation, and this would reduce your heating and cooling costs. Another thing that you could invest in that would also help you save money in the long run is a chest freezer. This comes in very handy when you find a good sale and you want to buy some extra meat or frozen pizza or other frozen foods that you can store. Then you can buy some extra of those when you find them on sale, stick them in the freezer, and then they're very convenient for being able to get them out. And a chest freezer, it's not that expensive, and it also doesn't cost that much to run. It's about this size of a chest freezer, a small one. It costs somewhere between $15 to $25 per year for the energy costs, depending on how much you use it. But it's not doesn't put your power bill up very much. It's just a dollar or two per month. Another great thing to help you through the winter and also just to know for helping you in your nutritional life, different nutritional supplements can be very helpful. Some can be used for detox to get rid of bad things that we have in our body from whether it's from breathing in things from the exhaust of cars or trucks or from just chemical products that we use around the house or people use around buildings. So we have those chemicals build up into our body, and there's certain nutritional supplements that you can take that will help you to detox. Some you might be able to drink in a tea. You can find like detox teas. Another big thing that natural supplements help is to increase your immune system in your body so you can help fight off diseases and other viruses and things that might attack your body. So many of the nutritional supplements like vitamin C, vitamin D, I'm sure you've heard about, are very helpful in this. Another thing is it helps your digestive system. If you're having trouble with digesting food or having stomach aches or different types of things, some of these different types of supplements can also be helpful in that. It also helps you to have a more happy, joyful life as you're healthier. It also can help you sleep better, and it also can help you be able to enjoy your exercise more. And so check out some of the supplements that are available in your health food store, your health stores and other places online that you might be able to check out and learn about these and use them to help improve your lifestyle. Another area that you have to be especially careful with when you have temperatures dropping in the wintertime, depending on how your pipes are put throughout your house or apartment. If it gets too cold, they could freeze. And if they totally get frozen, they could burst because water expands when it freezes. And so you could get a problem with a broken pipe. So when the temperature drops below 32, start to be careful about the water. If it really gets cold and you know that you've had it get frozen before, you may want to leave your faucet on just a tiny bit so it runs a tiny bit at night to prevent it from freezing. Because when the water's running, it's a lot harder for it to freeze because it's moving. So hopefully that will be something helpful. Also, if you know there's a certain place, let's say in your basement or part of your house where the pipes are running and they maybe got partially frozen before, you could put a space heater or one of the ceramic heaters somewhere near that area to keep it a little bit warmer on those very cold nights so that you won't get frozen pipes. So hope you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will continue with our channel. So please make comments below about some of these uh, savings items that you might be able to use. Let us know if you've used them and if they've helped you save money, and try them out. And if you try them out, come back and tell us how they helped. And we will talk to you more in the future. Hope you'll have a great holiday season.